What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com, and in the last Dynasty video, we took on New Mexico State and had arguably our best game of the season, both on offense, defense, everything went according to plan, and we're on a roll. We have won 4 in a row. We are 4-2, and today we're taking on San Jose State at home. They are on a 2-game losing streak. They obviously got less talent than we do. Their stats don't say a whole lot other than they throw the ball halfway decent. But that is it. If we could take care of business today, that'll go a long way. They run a West Coast offense, 4-3 defense. So I know what to expect there. More importantly is recruiting. We should have a couple guys ready to visit today. Now, we're down to these 5. We've been going after these 5 forever. Now, look at this wide receiver. I think this is funny. He's like our defensive end we're going after. He still can't decide. I guess this means we had a real chance of getting this kid because, like, he really wants to come here. I just don't. It just makes no sense. But we're dead last. I think it's too late in the season, and we got a ton of talent wide receivers. I'm okay with still not going after him. But I just think it's interesting how he can't even narrow his list down to his 5. But we'll start at the very top. Trey McDowell, the guard, the local kid. At least we found out one thing he doesn't like, but we're still a long ways away. It may be tough getting this kid, the way it's looking. He really likes Colorado and USC. Next up, a defensive tackle, Sterling Scruggs. Really good shape for him. He is visiting today. He doesn't care about playing early, and that is it. So being a 4-star, USC, Oregon, we can do location, I guess, since he's from California, maybe. Next up, tackle Eric Lumpkin. Really good shape for him. The only thing he doesn't like is coaching style, so we could try something else. Texas, USC, program prestige may be his thing. So we will go with that. Next up, defensive end, Kevin Grievous. He finally narrowed his list down to 5. We just don't know what there's one thing we know he doesn't like is playing time. We'll figure something out eventually. And it looks like we went back up to number 1 on the list, according to the little arrows on the right. Still in great shape for him. And last but not least, halfback Mark Bracey out of Arizona. Really good shape here. We're still in his top 5, all that good stuff. So hopefully in a couple of games, we'll be able to have every one of these guys ready to take a visit. But I like where we're at. Hopefully we will get these 2 guys to commit. We need a lot of help on the front end of things. So make sure you stay to the end of the video and see what happens there. Sports Illustrated, we already went through the top 25 and Heisman last video. None of that affects us. What we can do is go to conference standings. And it looks like we are in very good shape for the conference. Maybe we can win back-to-back WAC championships. There's still a lot of games left to be played. You remember with Fresno State last year, they beat us. We were still able to come out on top and win it. Due to them losing a couple other games. So we still got to play them. Still a lot of games left to be played, but I like where we're at. We do have an outside linebacker out. He's our backup pretty much out for the rest of the season. Gronk had his best game against New Mexico State. I mean, the one quarter that he did play. But it's good to see him get back on his feet a little bit. We're still doing good. Our running back's doing his thing. Washington's backing him up in the passing game. Ferguson is now our new leading receiver, and I'm kind of glad for that. I feel like he's earned it. He had by far his best game of the season against New Mexico State. You look at our defense, our freshman middle linebacker, Doherty, is having an incredible season. And we got one guy leading in sacks with just 3. We can check out San Jose State. See what we're dealing with here. They got a tight end out, and they got a tackle out. This is interesting. They're leading. No, it's a different Cansamilla. Oh, that's a Campanella, and there's a Cansamilla. Okay, I was looking at the wide receiver there. Either way, their quarterback is playing okay this year. They're not running the ball all that much. They are going to throw the ball. Like I said, they're a West Coast offense. And looks like Costello is their main guy on defense. Okay, one thing I wanted to show before we went into the game, I want to go to rosters. I try not to forget to do this, but about halfway through the season, I like to check and see how my players are doing. who's going up on their overalls and such. So we can start at a quarterback. Nobody's moved up there. Nobody at halfback. We got a couple at wide receiver. Rackley, the freshman, is going up a couple. Best redshirt freshman's gone up a couple. He's had a couple decent games recently. Nobody at tight end, that's expected. Redshirt senior left tackle. Now, here's one thing. Our offensive line next year is going to be a big weakness of ours. I don't care what type of talent we bring in. You look at this. Our two tackles are both seniors. 2 guards are both seniors. And we got a sophomore at center. So we're really going to be hurting unless we bring in some real studs, which is going to be hard for us. I just thought I wanted to point that out. That's going to be interesting for us next year. But that is for next year. We'll worry about that then. Defensive end, looks like we got one guy doing a little bit. I don't even think he plays a whole lot. That's defensive end is one position where you're going to see a lot of guys rotate in and out due to them being tired and such. Same with defensive tackle. Got a couple guys going up there. Nobody at outside linebacker. A couple middle linebacker like Jasmine. He's our number 2 guy, but technically he starts since we run the 3-4. Redshirt junior here. And a couple of these guys are probably going up due to special teams play, if I had to guess. Cornerback, looks like we got one guy going up a little bit, our best corner by far. Nobody at free safety. Looks like our true freshman, Cedric Oliver. This was the 5-star kid we picked up. He's doing good, at least he's learning things. He's getting a little bit better, but you're not seeing him do a ton on the field this year, which typical freshman, that's not unusual, I guess. But it's good to see him go up a little bit. Now, here's what I wanted to show you right here. Does this look strange to you? Look at who our third impact guy is. He's our redshirt freshman kicker. Now, why in the world is he an impact guy? I have no clue. He could have been like this all season, and I just didn't know it. But you could tell him and Miranda are practically the same type of kicker in terms of talent. You look here, one's just a little bit better on the kick power, the other one's just a little bit better on the accuracy. So what I can do is once we get into the game, I may have Miranda do kickoffs, and I may try Kelly on some field goals. Other than that, it's just like a wasted impact status. Hopefully we can get that on somebody else, which that will probably come naturally. But I just wanted to point that out, how odd I thought that was, especially since he's a redshirt freshman. I don't know. None of that makes sense, but oh well. And our punter hasn't done much anything because he barely sees the field. Okay. That is it. Let's go ahead and take on San Jose State. Like to see a nice clean game here. Just take care of business and get a couple commitments. And it looks like we got somebody in trouble. Now, our bar went down huge, or up huge. Do you remember when it was really low? We got that thing super low due to this guy. Remember, we suspended him for 5 games. I'd done that just to get that bar as low as we possibly could. And apparently, Rolovich, did he just kill somebody? I don't know. We'll see what he done here. Rolovich refused to pay attention to our film study session. He was goofing off and had to be repeatedly reminded to pay attention. Really? I just think it's really interesting how that bar went up big time all of a sudden. Thankfully, he's our backup. Now, he played great for us in the last game, but he's not our starter. So I'm going to take the chance, and we're going to go back here if it'll let me do it. We're going to take action. We are going to... See, I'm about out of points already. We're going to do 3 games. That's just so weird how that bar jumps almost a half just off of one guy doing nothing but goofing off in film study. None of that makes sense, but that's video games for you. Okay. Hopefully Gronk can stay healthy. If not, you're going to see Colt Brennan a little bit more. But hopefully Gronk can stay healthy. Purcell will be back next game. Go to the coin toss. And I wasn't even paying attention. Let's go here. And we're going to get the ball in the second half. Let's check out their roster. Quarterback, just not much of nothing. Impact halfback. So I don't know if that means they're going to run the ball a bit more just because of this. Thankfully, it's not this guy who's an impact guy. Anyway, they're really small. Well, this guy's pretty big, but their starter, Giannis Davis, is really small. Again, and they got an impact fullback. That's really weird. You rarely see that a halfback and a fullback are impact guys the same season. Take a picture. So makes you wonder how much they're going to run the ball. Wide receiver, not a whole lot here. Their top tight end is out today. That's going to help a little bit. Looking at their offensive line, everybody looks to be in the 70s, if not worse. So just not a very good offensive line at all. They run a 4-3 defense, 74 and 68 on the ends, 80, 72 at tackle. True freshman right there. I wouldn't mind having him. Wow, that was an amazing pickup. Look at that. True freshman. I wonder what star he was. I wonder if I can go back and find him. It'd be tough. I could probably go back and look and see if he was a 3, 4, 5 star. But an 80 overall true freshman, 6'2", 300 pounds. That's what we need. Interesting. 68, 65, 76 at linebacker. This guy is an impact guy, but he's really small. He's just a little speedster, though. Corner, nothing great. Free safety, just average. Very bad strong safety. A true freshman, no less, and only at 80 speed. We can attack him today. A very bad kicker, and a very bad punter. Okay. Let's play a good, clean football game and take care of business. Get a good, clean kick out of the gate. My kicker just got annihilated. Speaking of what we can do, I'm going to try, I completely forgot about it. We'll go to formation subs. And I've never done this before, but we're going to go to kickoff. I'm going to leave Miranda there. Safety, kickoff, defense, return. I guess I can't do that on special teams. There we go. Okay, I was fixing to say field goal. I want to put Kelly here, and we'll see if he can kick better. I don't know. We're about to find out. He'll be doing extra points at least. That's the first time I've ever switched out a kicker before. So they're doing that. We're going to do a zone blitz out of the gate. Again, I don't know how much they're going to run the ball. See, I don't know if that's their fullback or their halfback. And they decide to run it first thing. I think that's he's a halfback. That's Guidry, okay. I'm going to do another zone blitz. Now, if they run the ball again, then that's going to tell me they're going to hand the ball off all day. Let's see. I need to go to the outside on this one. Nope, don't want to do that. Just went right up the gut. Okay, looks like we're going to do a lot of one high going forward. We'll do a one high out of nickel. That ain't good. Wow. Out of the gate, 6 points. What in the world? Well, they just made that look easy. As soon as I went man, they went over the top. Well, that's not the start you want, that's for sure. I ain't gonna look at that replay. Kudos to them for making plays, I guess. We'll get on offense and see if we can tie it. Some bad tackling on the back end, too. Let's see if we can make it look as easy as they did. Good little run by Washington. I am going to attack that safety out of the gate. We'll go halfback streak. We're going zone dime. I had to get that one off quick. Right tackle got abused on this one. And they was blitzing. I had no chance. So we're very fortunate we got the ball off like we did. So we lost yardage. Going to go curls. Man, they're blitzing that nickel. We're going to do this just in case. Get that one off to Washington for a first down. Good to have speed there. We'll go curl read. Man dime. Let's do this. Get a little throw there. 6 points. Good deal. Take it to the house, Davis. Perfect throw. Okay, this may be a very high-scoring affair. I just let the computer handle the rest of that. I just held down the square button the entire time. Perfect throw, though, by Gronk. So here's our impact kicker, who's really feeling it right now for whatever reason. I don't know, none of that makes sense. But we'll take advantage of him, that's for sure. I could put him on kickoff too. But Miranda had a little bit better kick power, and I care more about that than anything else. It's good to have depth at kicker, I guess. I don't know. We're set there for a few years at least. So let's go. I'm going to do quarters at a 3-4. Normally I want to blitz here, but now with their play calling, I don't have a clue what they're trying to do. They may just run right up the gut again, but going past, going. Oh, he still caught that. I swear. We may be in for a long day here. Okay, I'm going to do a zone blitz. Let's see if they still pass it. Oh, you got to be kidding. I don't. They're just going to, I don't know. All of a sudden, our defense can't stop anything. I'll just go back to a zone blitz. They're fixing to score. It's obvious they're going to score. I mean, I can go around here. Going to run it there, so I guess we'll go goal line. So weird, just all of a sudden our defense can't stop anything. We're going to have to make some adjustments, do something, get lucky on a play or two. Just... what do you do? I mean, this not... man, I'm still jerking. Dang it. I'm still seeing that lag. And I don't know what to do about it. I'm sorry in advance. I mentioned that in the previous comments of the last video. And I don't know why that is. I'll just keep looking into it. So forgive me on that. I tested it before. I made some changes. Sometimes it does great, sometimes it doesn't. It's just, I don't know. Hopefully I can figure out eventually. It has something to do with my capture program. Alright. Ah, dang it. Back on the right hash we go. Let's, we'll go cross. Man dime. I'm going to leave it as is. There's too many good man beaters here for... need to leave it. You got to be kidding. What's going on? What's going on? I don't... whatever. I guess we'll get back on offense and hopefully we don't screw up again. So I have no solution at this point. No answers to why everything's just falling apart. Just got to keep playing, I guess. But the San Jose State of all people, that don't make a lick of sense. But let that one go. I'm going to go after that safety if I can. Last time it didn't work. Don't like that shift. Still got the first down. We can go... Let's do halfback out. See, I don't know why I'm getting lag, but sorry about that. And he dropped it for whatever reason. Oh, geez. I don't know. Let's go triangle. We're going to go man 4-3. We're going to go one high. That's very fortunate that's a first down. Very lucky on that one. I'm going to go back to streak. We're going to keep going after that safety if they'll let us. Much better. Good play there. We are on the right hash. We'll go screen. They're going zone, so I'm okay with that. Six points. That almost got picked off. That was scary. That's rare. As we'll take it. So we had a goof play on that interception. That was just a fluke play. There's nothing you can do about those. The problem is our defense. I'm more worried about that than anything else. We got to get that fixed somehow. My recommendation is I'm going to do... The blitzing isn't working. So we may do some quarters. Maybe force him to throw my direction. Maybe I can get that ball back off the interception, maybe. We'll kick it off. Get a stop here. Somebody stop him. There you go. I'm going to have to play a little bit better at linebacker, but we're going to need to get a turnover or something. I guess we're lucky just to be down a touchdown at this point. I'm going to stay in. Just going with that. Oh, you look at this. Now I'm afraid to go man. As soon as I go man, they're going to go pass over the top on me. Their play calling's been perfect so far. Run. Look, I don't see. This worries me. Look at this. I swear, we're going to have to put up with this garbage today, aren't we? We're going to go one high. They're forcing me to. I told you they was going to... I swear. Ah, dang it! That should have been picked off. That's my fault. I told you as soon as I went man, they passed it. Now I'm going zone. Now watch them run it here. Somebody make a play up front. And they're going option, of all things. I'm about to lose it. I'm really about to lose it here. And we got the stupid face mask. I don't get it. All of a sudden, our defense can't literally stop anything. Whatever. I don't know. You just got to keep playing, I guess, but... Don't run up the middle. He still somehow caught that. I'm going to try zone blitz. I mean, they're fixing to score 4 touchdowns in the first quarter. Now, somebody explain that to me. Oh, man, they're getting creative. Go 1 out of 4. Well, that's the end of the quarter. Pray we just hold them to a field goal. But I got no choice. I can only do a 4-4. I'm about to lose it. It doesn't matter what I call. They're just going to make their plays. Gosh, what another lost drive. I mean, how many is that? 3 already. I don't trust this whatsoever. Luckily, they went halfback read, which is a bad play. I'm going to do quarters. I'm not going to do the zone blitz isn't working, so I'm going to have to just get rid of it. As much as they're doing a hanging tight end, I just... I don't know. I just don't know what to do. I mean, they're going to score 100 points on us. Do I got to run clock, I guess? I mean, their stats didn't even show they were all that good on offense, but they're playing like All-Americans today. I've never seen the beat. That's one of the positives of 06. At least it could stay challenging. Let that one go. I'm going to go back. We're going to do deep cross up. I mean, let's see if we can go back and have another stupid shift. Dang it! Dang it! I'm going to call it the same play. I'm fed up at this point. Might as well just call the same thing. And they're going to blitz, I swear. I'd 3rd and 7. I don't know. Go deep attack. We're going man, but I can't get a first down off that out route. Great catch by Bass. Let's do a dive. Just break it up a little bit. Zone nickel. Good yardage there. I'm going to go back to deep cross up, though. I mean, I have to do desperate things, but so far they're stopping it pretty well. No, you gotta be kidding. I mean, just how lucky can you get here? Look at this. This never happens, but in this game, everything happens. He gets stuck on the defender. He just stays there. He just, I mean, I don't... It's a miracle we got the first down. Ah, just stupidity all around. Let's go Crow Reed. Man dime. Let's do this. Almost got the first down there. 2nd and inches. Let's do a toss play. Man nickel. This could get interesting. They're doing that, so we're going to go to our left. You got... come on! They're playing perfect football. I just don't get it. And they're awful. They're supposed to be awful. I can't kick a field goal. Get a first down there. Let's go slam. Can we just get in the end zone? Spreading everybody and their brother out. Perfect defense. We're lucky we got the touchdown. We got lucky on that one big time. Decline it. Get a touchdown. So at least they can't stop us, but they're making their offense look so much easier than ours. I mean, we're going to have to... We need to get a turnover or something on defense. Somebody needs to make a play on defense. They haven't faced 1 third down all the game. They barely faced second down. It's just like every play is a first down play. Somebody make a play out here. Anybody. I'd love to help out, but I'm struggling myself. Whatever reason, I just can't get good position. I'm calling wrong plays, apparently. And it said they was going too wide, not for the big set. Otherwise, I wouldn't call this. Stop him, stop him, stop him. Somebody stop him. Now they're going with... I'm still going 4 quarters. I think they're going to throw it here. They're going to stay in that big formation. I just don't get it. It just perfect football. But I mean, every play. Just easy first down. I'm going to try zone blitz. I mean, it doesn't matter what I call at this point. I'm just trying to get lucky. Don't run up the guts. Look at this. It doesn't matter what we call. Look how perfect this throw was. Right. Go back to quarters. Play amazing defense one game and just can't stop a cold the next. Look at this. I guarantee he's going to catch that. Thankfully, he was triple teamed. Otherwise, he probably would have brought it down. Go quarters here. Play action. Ah, you gotta be kidding! Whatever. Whatever. It said they went one tight end. Going split. And there he goes. Of course, because that's just what this game's all about. And we get the stupid face mask. I'm about to throw something. I don't understand it. They just I don't know. I just don't have an answer. It doesn't matter what I call. They're just going to run their play. Touchdown. I mean, just calling a timeout. So they're going to score, and we're going to get the ball back. We're going to have about a minute left. Even against goal line, had no problem getting in. Of course not, because they're going to play perfect football today, regardless of what I do. San Jose State has 35 points on me in the first half. It's hard to run clock when you're behind. Otherwise, I'd do that, but we're down 2 scores. Just frustrating. Let that one go. Go back to cross up. I hate to call this 100 times, but... And, of course, they're going man. Of course, they stop it because they're playing perfect football. Deep cross. I'm going to call it again. If the game's going to practically cheese me on just giving everything, and look at, I swear, it's awful. Right tackle got annihilated. It's a joke. The whole thing's a big joke. We got to get a miracle here of some sort. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go right back to deep cross up. They're going man. I'm going to do this instead. It looks like they're going to stay in man. Second, it's awful. Just now I'm only down to one timeout. I feel like I can't even run the full offense today. They're just... Right tackle, you dumb idiot! Why can't you make a play? Block somebody! It's not hard. He just got destroyed. Again. High snap, of course. 12 seconds. Halfback out. We're going man here. And that was just a bad play. I got to call a timeout. We'll go back to curls. I'm a little worried about this. Just whatever. All right, we're down a touchdown. And we got to score in that first drive in the next quarter. The tied up, but just defensively, I just have no answers other than we got to get lucky. I mean, everything's just going in their favor today. Kick an extra point or go kick a normal kick here. Just return it, get a stop. Okay, halftime, thank the Lord, worst half ever defensively. I mean, it's just so embarrassing. They have almost 300 yards of offense. We got almost 300 yards passing. The problem is they're just playing perfect football on offense. I mean, absolutely perfect. They can't do anything wrong. They got 86 yards rushing. So it's imperative we score here. We can't not punt the ball whatsoever. Great blocking there, McCoy. Good job. We're going to go clear out. Zone nickel. Just awful. Barely a yard. I need to quit calling that play. The zone's just not very good. Go back to curls. Going zone here. I do not like our chances. Didn't get the first, though. They may give it to us. I'm going to go back to streak. I hate to keep calling this over and over again, but they're going man. They're doing that. We're going to get lucky on this play here. We're going to score a touchdown. The corner dove for the ball. So get an extra point, tight, and then just pray on defense something good can happen. I just wish I knew what to call. But kudos to San Jose State for playing perfect football on offense, at least. So we scored in less than a minute there. If we can get the lead or something, then I'll really start thinking about running clock. But I hate to run clock when you're down. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And our offense is playing pretty good right now. They got some blockers. Somebody stop it. We'll go quarters and a nickel. Don't run up the middle. Why didn't you just fumble right there? Help us out. Fumble right there. We're going to do one high at a 4-3. Somebody's good stop. Third down. Their first third down of the entire game. I bet I don't know what to do with myself. We're going to get the call cover 3 clown for the first time. It only took the third quarter to get there. We stopped him. I can't believe it. We're going to force a punt. Man, let's just get a touchdown right here. Get the lead. And get back to the normalcy of things, please. That's an awful kick. I need to call. We'll go quick slants. They're going man nickel. I'm just going to leave it as is. Let Washington get out of here with a first down. Right hash. I'm about afraid. Let's go cross. They're going zone, but they're going dime. I am going to run it. Now, I always forget what my audibles are. X is what I'm looking for. Okay. It's not the best zone beating play in the world. We'll definitely go to our right. Very fortunate to get the yards we did. 2nd and 3. I have it on my mind. We're going to go P.A. Reed. We're going zone nickel. Hopefully we can make this throw. We've kind of struggled with this whip route on the short side. Very good throw right there. Right where it needed to be. Good spacing. We're on the 21. We're going to go back to Curl Reed. This play has worked for us well today. We're going to go back to Ferguson here. Terrible throw. Got 5 yards roughly. 2nd and 6. I'm going to go back to curls. We're going to flip it. Zone nickel. We're going to do that. Awful throw. Just awful throw. But that's 14 straight completions, so he's doing something right, I guess. 3rd and 3. This is going to go to Davis. He's played good for us so far. Hopefully he can make this catch. Just get the first down. We're on the left hash. I can go back. The quick slants. We're going zone here. Ooh, I may just run it up the gut. Ooh, Washington. We're going to go back to the same play. I forgot Washington's my running back. I can't do that. Don't. No! Look what happened. We're very fortunate this wasn't picked off. He ran into the guy. He stuck. So when that happens, don't ever throw it to this guy. I need to throw it to somebody else. I should have thrown it to Washington. That's just my fault. Looks like they went cover 2. Just a blessing that wasn't picked off. Okay. We're running out of room, so I'm going to just stay in curls. Man nickel. Man, just get a first touchdown here. That'd be great. At least something went right for us on the turnover side of things. I threw that way too soft, but we're going to get a touchdown anyways. Okay. Oh, man. What a goofy game. Frustrating. But we got the lead somehow. Our offense is really clicking. That's a monster of a linebacker. Either that or Washington's really small. It could be a mixture of both. Okay. We got our first lead of the day, somehow. That one play, that was pick 6, and he dropped it. That was just my fault. I should have just ran or threw it away if I'd have saw that slant get stuck on that corner. Let's get another solid stop here. I like to see 2 in a row. Or, okay. Let's do quarters at a 4-3. And again, forgive me if you start seeing lag. I need to get that fixed somehow. Yeah, I'm seeing it. There he goes. There he goes. We're going to break tackles all day. I'm still seeing lag. Dang it. I thought I had that fixed. He just ran over me like it was nothing. I tried to get that lag fixed. I thought I did, but apparently not. Here comes the option. Oh, you got to be kidding. He still got that off. I'm going to go back to a 1 high. I don't know. Looks like they're back to their old ways again. Good open field tackle there. It looks like the lag is when the game's actually going, not in between plays. I could be wrong. I barely look over here when I see it. Good stop, Al. 3rd and what? 3rd and 9. They're going with the big set, but I'm still going to go cloud. They're going to throw it, I would imagine. Oh my gosh, great play by the quarterback. Got away from the blitz. We are going to go all out block. Don't fake it, please. More lag. I'm so sorry, everybody. I don't know why it's doing it. Let's go back to things that are working. Man dime. We can have him do that. Davis is having his best game of the season by far. We can do triangle. Man nickel. We're finally bringing everybody. Let's see if Ferguson can make a play here. All right, we're stretching the lead a bit. It looks like the lag is doing fine, like on instant replays and such. I don't know. I got to look into it more. If anybody is familiar with OBS, that's the screen capture software I use, let me know. I got to go on YouTube and check out another video because apparently the tips I got from that one guy did not help. Again, I tested it with an exhibition game and recorded it and everything, and it looked perfect. I had no issues, but now I'm having issues for whatever reason. So we're up 2 scores. 1 more quarter to go. Let's take care of business and end this thing. Good stop there. We got 532 yards of offense. The way we're going, we can easily get 600. Looks like a couple receivers can hear what's going on, but they're going to run the ball anyways. Just give it to their stud. I'm going to stay in quarters. I think they're going with a big set. So it happens outside of the place too, even when they're going up to the line, they just... I'm still seeing lag. Forgive me for talking about it so much, but it bothers me. I'm going to take a chance on the zone blitz. Perfect run play. Look at this. There he goes. We'll go back to a 1 high, I guess. They're determined to run the ball, so. Dang it, another face mask. How many have there been today? 3, 4? Probably a mistake to go with the zone blitz, but I don't care at this point. I still feel like we're just taking shots here. Dang it. Good play call. I swear they went with a halfback screen. Messed me up. I just wasn't expecting it. That's their first play-action play of the day, too. At least it felt like it. Look at this. It just... Look at that. Ran over 4 guys. 4. Now they're going no huddle. So what is it? 2nd and 10. I'm not going to blitz. We just can't get a sack on the guy. We just can't. So I'm going to just get rid of that and just maybe he can throw it my direction or something. Should have been picked. So this is 2-down territory, which is pretty obvious. I'm going to try to go after this guy. It's been a struggle all day. Look at that. Look at this protection. And I swear. Oh, that guy's just going to make his plays today. Utter nonsense. Run up the gut. There he goes. Look, I don't. Whatever. Whatever. Everybody's gassed. I mean, their running back is running all over us. And he's only like a 70 overall player. But he's playing like Herschel Walker. Just another, look at this. He's just running over everybody. I mean, am I wrong on that? He is 72 overall. And he's putting on the greatest show ever. I know he's an impact guy. But still, I mean, I can't even do that well with my running backs. Give me an impact running back. I can't run over everybody like that. Not consistently. That should have been picked off. Oh, fire green. Looks like they're going with a 2 wide set, but... Third and goal. It didn't matter. I could have put 20 guys out there. He probably would have scored. Well, 2.5 minutes to go. We're up a touchdown, so we got to run clock going forward. That's going to be kind of interesting with a pass-heavy offense. Just what a dumb, goofy game. We just got to survive it. Man, we can just win it. Just somehow win it. I'm going to take a chance on this one. Great run by Washington. Let's go back and pass. I wouldn't just... They're going man dime. Let's do this. Let's do that instead. They're bringing everybody. We'll go over the top. I don't think he can get there. Oh, wow. What a play. I put as much air under it as I possibly could, and looks like Gronk just broke the single game record for most passing yards. 571. Look at the lag. That burns me up. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. I guess we'll run the ball. Let's run some clock. They went cover 0. I had no choice but to go over the top. That's what they gave me. Get a touchdown here, I'll feel better. Perfect hole up the middle. So we got that touchdown back. We'll get an extra point. We'll get on defense. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a high kick. I'm not going to let any goofy kickoff return. I'm not going to give them any easy touchdowns, which that's all they've had all day. But I'm not going to give them an easy touchdown on special teams. So they can just get it at the 35 here and just go down the field if needed. I'm just trying to prevent easy scores. The easiest of scores, I should say. And he's going to return this. Get it at 32. All right, make plays out here, somebody. How about a turnover? Or just go to that guy. We went quarters, so they went over the middle.
17-yard gain on the play.
Don't run the ball. Watch this. At least they're burning clock. Not one sack today. It's just been abysmal trying to get after the guy. They may call the exact same play. And we got to him. Fumble it. A flag. We may decline that. Yes, we're going to decline it. 3rd and 14. We're going to go cloud. I can control this guy. Fourth and long. We'll just call the same play. Ah, he still got up out of it. All right, game over. So how many? They still got all 3 of their timeouts. So let's just let them burn them. We're going to go dive. Man nickel. He's doing that. Good. We're going to go to our left. Good yardage there. We're going to go backfield for that. Let's just call dive again. 47 seconds with 2 timeouts. We need to get like another first down or let them burn a couple more before. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Ah. I saw a hole there. Thinking it's 7. We'll do dive from tight. Man, I probably need to do slams since they're going 4 down linemen, but that's okay. Oh. Yeah. So everybody and their brother came with the blitz. 3rd and 6. Let's go curls. We're going zone. I got to go with this now just because I got Washington in there. Let's see what happens. First down. Game over. Good deal. Oh my gosh. Let's take a knee and get out of here. My goodness. Well, that was a lot of fun. I mean, depending if you just like high-scoring affairs between both teams, you saw that in spades today. Almost 100 points between both teams. Just no defense whatsoever today. It was awful. Kudos to San Jose State for putting up as good as a fight as I've ever seen them play against me in all my years of playing 06. This is by far the best San Jose State team I've played against. All right, we'll check out some stats. Make sure you stay to the end of the video. We'll see if we get a commitment or two. Are you sure we're going to... No, I don't want to end it. I want to look at the stats, scores. Okay. We had 612 total yards of offense. It's about as good as stats-wise we've had offensively in the entire Dynasty. They had almost 400 yards. They just played great. Their running game was incredible. Their passing game. Their quarterback played incredible today. 15 to 23. 241 yards. I mean, just take a picture. You rarely see San Jose State play this well offensively. We didn't even get a sack. We done good on 3rd downs, 5 for 5. That probably helped. We had the 1 turnover, the goofy play, and somehow we won by 2 scores and had a goofy play like that that led to a touchdown. Otherwise, both teams played very clean. Look at the individual stats. 32 of 37 for Gronk. 578 yards, 6 touchdowns, only 1 interception. Running the ball, we ran dives the entire time. Receiving, Bass had 9, Ferguson, Davis, Washington. We had 4 guys get receiving touchdowns. Good to see that. We had 3 guys over 100 yards. Just a great game through the air. Esra, our left tackle, had 6 pancakes. If you run the ball enough, you can get more than that, I guess. Defensively, Jason Miller, this is the JUCO freshman, or the JUCO free safety we picked up. Had a good day today. But we had 1 sack, and that was at the very end. No interceptions. I want to go back and look. 15 to 23, 241 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. This guy right here, he's what really kept it going. When you can run the ball like he done today, 2 touchdowns, 6 yards average, just killer. And they had several guys catch the ball today. Look how many they had, like 7, 8? Incredible. Look at the box score. Just a lot of yards, a lot of points right there. Second half is where we took it over. The 3rd quarter sealed it for us. They had their first quarter. We had our 3rd quarter, but our quarter was better than theirs. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Again, I'm sorry for the lag. I hate saying it 100 times over, but I'm going to try to get that fixed if I can. It stinks when you try to fix it and you think you fixed it, and then you actually record a game with some purpose and it doesn't work. So I don't know. We're going to advance the week. And there we go. We got both commitments. Sterling Scruggs, defensive tackle, the 4-star kid. He'll fit right nicely into our defense as a nose tackle. Then you got tackle Eric Lumpkin. He'll probably start for us next year because we need bodies there in the worst way. Next up, we got Fresno State, but I want to go to recruiting really quick. We're down to these 3 guys. I'm going to go ahead and just put, let me see here. Okay, just making sure that wide receiver still wasn't hanging there. We'll go 34, 33, and 33 across the board. And looks like guard Trey McDowell's ready to take a visit. Defensive end not ready yet, but this guy's ready to take a visit too. We will fix all of that in the next video. So, in the next video, we will be taking on Fresno State. They're 4-2. They're on a winning streak just like we are. And it looks like their offense is killer. They got more talent than we do. Their rush defense is incredible. Their total defense is incredible. They're just having a great year all around. So this will be quite the challenge. If you remember, they beat us last year. So I'd like to get some payback if possible. All right, guys. Come on back, and I'll talk to you later.